Hello and happy Friday. This is Michelle from Revolutionary Resume with your Fast Fact Friday job market updates. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get started. So, the State Department has been finalizing the mass layoffs. They are saying that any employees who are laid off won't be reinstated under the shutdown ending deal. So, we finally got some more details on that this week, and it probably wasn't what most of us wanted to hear. Let's talk about more layoffs. The WARN Act. Mass layoffs are climbing to higher levels than we've seen in a very long time. And it gives some indications that the market may be switching from a low hire, low fire phase that we've had going for a while towards kind of an all around weaker employment levels. It's not great, but it's funny because with unemployment, not as many people are filing as should if the layoffs were really hitting these levels. So people are probably looking at alternative incomes like starting their own business, doing a lot of gig work, things like that. So just kind of wanted to throw that out there. And yeah, layoffs are not spiking like we thought they would be. One of the things in a particularly stressful market that we see is a struggle for folks to find happiness in the workplace if they feel kind of trapped because there aren't a lot of options right now. So employee happiness. Talking to HR folks out there, this was something I saw where they wanted to introduce an anti-fad. It's to raise business performance, increase the happiness of the people doing the work. Now think about that for a second. That sounds very common sense to me. Well, of course you would. So what does that do? Talk with your people, see what they want, see what they, is a buy-in for them. One of the studies recently, there was a poll put out that wages aren't covering the cost of living. Probably not also a big surprise, but employees' wishes are like more buy-in, so more stock options, more, better raises instead of these 2% that we're seeing, things like that. Do you have an employee stock ownership program? What does that look like? That has been one of the biggest ways to increase employee happiness and employee buy-in. And if people really feel heard and supported, they're going to be happier and they're going to perform better. It's a self-fulfilling cycle, and that's a good way, right? So ADP had their job numbers come out, and private payrolls decreased by 32,000 in November. Small businesses account for the job losses. Services sector activity holds kind of steady. Import prices, manufacturing output were unchanged in September. So this is kind of a breakdown of the September numbers. Seasonal hiring is not offering the relief that we'd hoped. There are jobs out there, but the retail and service sector roles that normally would be, abundant are still there. They're just not as abundant as they have been in the past. So it's not taking that impact that really we need it to in such a market. And then small businesses. Remember, I said they were down 32,000. Small businesses cut 120,000 jobs in November. So look out for your small business owner friends and support them. Lots of crazy stuff going on out there. So let's talk about what you can do to support your mental health during the holidays with the economy and the job market being so tough. What things are good self-care things for you? Not just self-soothing, but self-care. What are you doing for your mental health? What are you doing for your physical health? Are you drinking all the water you should drink in a day? Are you getting enough rest? Those things are all indicators of long-term sustained health. And when times are stressful, it's even more important to do those things. So I want you to take care of yourself and each other. I don't have any job advice today except that. That is what I'd like you to do. And as always, reach out with any questions. I'm happy to help where I can. And have a great weekend. Bye-bye now.